Matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by Dave. The Tar Heels will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the NC State Wolfpack offense is on the field and ready to start the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, and when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, Dave, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Breaks the tackle. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. So North Carolina's offense will go to work for the first time today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got him down quickly after the pick, but man, do you have to take care of the ball down here, and they didn't. They'll mark it at the 27.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off play action on first down. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They'll line up for a second down play. To the air, it's Bailey. Firing to the right, complete. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. Off play action. Lets it go to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. He'll do it himself. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help.
Sneaks it in. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Fellas, happy Thanksgiving wishes to you once again. The Egg Bowl is up for grabs between Ole Miss and Mississippi State. And check this out. Mississippi State was anything but dominant, but the Bulldogs are going to leave this stadium today winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L-Con.
Got a man, it's Green.
Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball. Oh, he's got some space. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Intercepted, a first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Finds his man. It's Boston. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilkins. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And he's just going to spike it. They're dealing with a second and long. They go to the draw. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. NC State going up tempo. Shotgun snap on third down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll run the counter. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking for space. It Smothers. At the 40, there he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Here's a heat. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The short hands, it's Shep. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Oklahoma is down right now, and that's unusual for this program. Those fans in Norman expect excellence. Let's see if they can provide the spark this team needs. They're trailing by 11 to Texas Tech. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air, it's Bailey. Got his man in the middle. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Wilkins. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. That last completion sets them up on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Here's the conundrum for the defensive coordinator. Do you stay aggressive, or do you protect and play a little more conservatively with the lead just a few minutes left? Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. They'll go up top on second and short. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Fires to the middle. He's open on the right. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
That is just what this offense needed, man. A big play down the field, trying to score a touchdown, trying to take the lead late in this football game, but now they don't have to go super fast. They don't have to rush. Great play by this offense.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Smothers. How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25? Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Just keeps slinging it. Caught near the sticks, it's Johnson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. Under fire. Short gain on the play before he slides. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring a touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Pretty much down to cases here, David. They have to execute quickly to have a shot at the end.
And obviously you want to do everything you can to make it as short a Hail Mary as possible, right? So try to get a chunk right here before you have to take Jesse that big shot to the end zone.
And you know they're already dialing up.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. The Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the run, it's Smothers. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the 1st down and avoid settling for the field goal. They'll try to run for it. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're